edges are worn, my steel runs thin. It's been way too long since I felt your kiss. The cold is overtaking me. You know it's slowly breaking me.
You know, when this all began, I thought dealing with the nightmares would be the hardest part. It turns out, nights without dreams are worse.
My former employer? Well, let's just say we didn't part on the best of terms. Now I found something new to believe in, a new ethos, if you will. Spend long enough in the shadows, you can forget what the sun feels like. Then it burns you, so there's that.
I've had the blood of others on my hands for as long as I can remember. So maybe it's a sort of poetic justice then that my own blood is betraying me from within. Maybe there's something out there for me. A cure, perhaps? Maybe not. One certainty that I live with is that one way or another, the bleeding always stops.
I find myself on the frontier, with no history, nor memory. As an act of chance or providence, I was found abandoned in a box by this crew, and now I run with them. Mainly because I have no other place to go, and maybe they can help this construct find answers to her missing past.
My name is Roisin. I am a scion of the Burgers. This world is dark and violent. It's deadly, unforgiving in places. I like to see the light in that world, the bright spots, and when I don't, I add glitter or sparkles.
Howdy, y'all, and welcome to Nightmares on the Frontier, our Forged in the Dark campaign run by the very wonderful Val here. I'm Derek Sword. OCM pronouns. I'm not your GM for this game, but I do some of the talking at the beginning to save Val and having to memorize all the stuff that I've committed a significant portion of my brain to memorizing at this point. It's half that, half fugue state, so let's do it real quick. This is a Sword and Key game. You can find all of Sword and Key stuff at beacons.ai/Sword and Key. Find all of our links. Our socials are right up at the top. That's Instagram and BlueSky. We also have our Discord link there. Highly recommend checking out all of them because we have an open application, a casting call right now for an Invisible Sun campaign right here on Sword and Key, run by Mare. It's going to be a great time. Toss your hat into that ring if you've ever want to play Invisible Sun, if you've ever want to play a super surreal, mysterious game of just absolute weirdness from Monty Cook Games. That's what Invisible Sun is. If you ever just want to play a game on this channel and you're into all of those things, then this sounds like a perfect match. We do prioritize tables that are representative of the real world, so we do prioritize marginalized voices. So bear that in mind. But all the same, if you apply, there's always a little box at the bottom that's like, hey, do you want to play in other games in case you don't get cast in this one? And you can always do that. It's a great time. So check that out. That application does close this week. I believe it closes on the 8th. So we have less than a week left to apply. So yeah, don't wait. Again, it's posted everywhere. It's on the beacons as well, but it's on all the socials. As you scroll down a little bit more on Beacons, you can see some of our charitable organizations. This game in particular is raising money for World Central Kitchen, which you can donate to at any time and spice up our game with some incentives, so please consider that. We also have some wonderful affiliates listed on our beacons. Affiliates like Eldritch Foundry, who make custom minis. You can use code Sword and Key for 10% off your first purchase, or you can use our affiliate link, both available on beacons. The affiliate link will get you a special deal. If you are a 3D printing inclined individual, you can get a 3-month license of unlimited STL files for only $19.99. They also have a special deal going on that has nothing to do with our affiliateship, where you can get unlimited models for like $500 or something like that, and it can see a still. If that's your thing, check it out. If you're using a lot of like custom minis in your game, I don't know, it might be a really good deal. We also are affiliates with Hit Point Press, the makers of Humblewood and Griffin Saddleback books. I've seen Una, tons and tons of great stuff. We have an affiliate link if you're going to be purchasing from them. They also have an open Kickstarter for their Shift RPG, which is a really cool game. I got to sit and talk to Jordan Richer, one of the game designers, about that in a recent Sword and Tea. It's really cool. There's less than 5 days left to back that. So if you're looking to bring a cool new game to your table, check out Shift RPG. It's on Kickstarter. It's on all of Hit Point Press's socials as well. We're also affiliates with Long Dog Dice. Jen, the amazing person behind the amazing Long Dog Dice, makes incredible dice sets. Dice like these, which are the official Horizons Call die that have the little Sword and Tea logo on the D6. They're pretty cool. You can pre-order those, or you can pre-order any of the other Horizons Call dice. Each of the players did get a custom dice set made. Those are all available for pre-order right now on Long Dog Dice's shop, as well as tons and tons of other dice. Use code Sword and Key for 10% of your first purchase. That's it for now. I am going to hand it off then to Val to lead us in, and then we can go around, introduce ourselves and our characters.
What's up, everyone? My name is Valdrianth. I use any and all pronouns, and I'm your storyteller today. Nightmares on the Frontier is a little homebrew skin that me and my besties have come up with in our little original world that I'm bringing it all to you. It's Eldritch Wild West fantasy with, you know, all kinds of bullshit going on. So if you don't like tentacles, leave.
Perfect intro. Let's go ahead and go around. It's a perfect little horseshoe shape. So, Lynn, if you don't mind starting us out.
Hey everyone, I'm Lynn, Shide, and tonight I am playing the Wrangler, Tressa, a construct with lost skills and no memory of who she was before. We are all both Shide.
I love that. I particularly want a shirt that says all skills and no memory, because I feel like that sometimes. Next up is Ark.
Hi. I have a whole note this time, so I should get it right. I am Ark Dragonbreath. I am currently playing Amon. Both of us have he, him pronouns. I like to say he's an archaeologist, but really I think he's just Carl's Pokemon trainer at this point. So thank you for accepting me for who I really am.
That bothers me. So, having played a lot of Pokemon lately, having played a lot of Z to A, we're going to address that later. We might address that off camera, but I'm not sure I can let that stand. Next up is Gilly.
Oh man, I'm just still thinking about the Pokemon trainer thing. Yes, hi, I'm Gilly. You can find me at Oh Look It's Gilly most places on the internet. My pronouns are she, her, and today I will be playing Cipher, whose pronouns are she and any. And I am the chaplain. And really, I feel like we need to take some time to talk about the Pokemon thing. But we may continue.
I agree. I think we'll set aside some time.
Yeah, just a hot second talk about Pokemon. It's several special interests.
We could easily like reformat this to a Pokemon game. There's like 6 rule sets out there. None of them are official. Yeah. I'm Derek Sword again. I use he, him pronouns. I play Calamity Cain, who also uses he, him pronouns. And then we have Janie.
Hi, I am. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put the caption. Hi, I'm Janie. I'm playing Roisin. Janie, she, they, pronouns Roisin, she, her, who is the clairvoyant.
All right.
Okay. And with those little introductions, let's get to it. Who has our recap for today?
I do.
Yeah.
And I have done a thing. I messaged Val and I was like, I fear that this week's recap is going to cement me as a pick-me player. So
You've been picked. It's fine.
Literally,
I picked all of you.
I was like, I should do a thing because it will help me focus on writing this recap because my brain is full of squirrels. And so I decided that I would write a poem. Now, I couldn't decide what format the poem should be in, so the poem is in 3 separate, distinct formats. And I just sort of changed whenever I felt like it, because rules are for losers, as I learned as an English major. This is directly to you, the teacher of my advanced creative writing workshop, you know who you are and what you did. All right. So we start with a limerick. It's important that I should mention that in this, our second session, the Dimes went into danger to harvest an angel, but a 1 got them lots of attention. And I, as the person responsible for rolling that 1, I felt that it was important we acknowledge that. Then we have a haiku, where the angel fell, antlions crowded to steal, fiddlesticks. Then we have something that is not a technical format of poetry, but is ascending order of syllables, which I liked. Hi Tressa, waking now. Corin makes you work. On this, your day off. And then we went into sort of a more traditional format for the rest, which we will do. So Jordan the Antlion wanted a deal, so we decided was true. He offered a truce to coins they'd remoose, Cain's blood on the table too. Devil's bargain for Cain to a guy in his head. I'm sure that it's fine, doesn't fill him with dread. One coin in a favor, we get half an hour to check out the flavor, the heart of angel power. Roisin has a card all covered in glitter, wants to climb up, she's sure not a quitter. Carl snacks on the corpse, Amon nearby to sample. Ear-goo is Carl's favorite. He's helping. It's ample. Roisin can't reach, but on Tressa's skills you can bank. She zooms right on up to a face that is blank. Roisin offers the card, the sparkles all glisten, casting a spell so this angel would listen. Take this card at the challenge and offer a call, and the chest burst right open and silence did fall. A person came out, avatar of new life, just right out of the chest in a moment of strife. But oh, I forgot, climbed, not to breeze in, then handed Cipher a rope for some fucking reason. Stress all around for some more than others. Antlions attacked, given their druthers. Warning the angel he might soon be dead. They smote the lions, not Jordan, right in the head. Jordan, of course, was attacking Amon. Amon and Carl struck back, and a brawl was on. Cipher cast herself up, Dimes alone with the being, now called Elijah, a card taken in greeting. Cipher tried to talk, but was told to shut up, and Roisin asked the god to come back home with us. We left with 5 coin and an angel in tow, and now, well, who knows where this story will go. So that's what I did this week.
That's very good.
Incredible.
It's very lovely.
we listen, rhyming conventions are made to be broken, okay?
Yeah, a lot of you make it back into Blackstone without any real trouble. Like, you don't even have to go through the Underdark. You just got a really tall, weird-looking guy. The guards will look at you kind of funny because they saw you leave and you're not really coming in with much. Some of you do have that heavy load on you, and they might eye you a bit, but in general, it's not an issue coming back into town. In fact, there are tons of people leaving still to go and like harvest this corpse that's on the frontier. And y'all coming back seemingly empty-handed, it's kind of strange, to be honest. It's a little weird. But you make it back to the theater. A lot of you sort of standing in your hideout. And Corin, he doesn't like have like a throne per se, but he has a lot of boxes and crates that he has made himself a really big chair with, that he has draped in curtains to make him feel special about himself. Sort of thing. And he's like sitting there, and like all 6 of you, including Elijah, are standing before him, and he's tapping his finger on like one of the curtained crates that is bedazzled. And even at one point, like, you see him like fiddle with one of the bedazzles and like pops off the rhinestone with his nail in slight annoyance, and it goes, "What's this again?" Gilly, I can't hear you. You're muted.
No.
That's intentional. Cipher's been told to shut up.
Oh.
Okay.
Very good.
Cipher, what are you... Cipher. Why are you mouthing words? You use them? Has your voice been taken? Did you see a sea witch?
Is
In the
who is Elijah asking this?
No, it's Corin. Corin's talking to you, not Elijah. Elijah's just standing there.
It's our unicorn boss.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, unicorn
Yeah.
friend. Okay. Well, I look at Elijah and I'm like, well, I was told that my voice was not required.
What? Who told you? What? What is this? And it just points. That's not an angel heart. That's a person.
Unless you're very, very intimately aware of the general shape, dimensions, and overall status of an angel heart, you can't say no.
Yeah, it's real hard to prove a negative, and this individual did in fact pop out of the chest cavity where I assume a person's heart would be. So Roisin gave it a card.
It holds up the bedazzled card.
She invited it to come home with us. So this is not in the technical sense an angel heart, but it sure is an angel.
It's the angel at the heart of an angel. That's just as good.
Really, we're getting to the heart of the matter here.
There wasn't anything left in there. It was only him. So we brought him back.
This is in character.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's in character. So you're telling me that in essence, you were brought back the most hated god on the planet to my theater.
Well, it's sort of like, when you invite someone over as, a youth for a play date.
I don't think it's a child. It's an ancient.
I'm making a comparison.
What other? Who's it play dating with?
Roisin, obviously.
Probably Carl a little bit too.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't say what to do if our angel friend was alive.
Instructions unclear.
I mean,
And we did our best.
you could
I
try and
promise
take.
you.
You could try and
Please,
take
go
it from
ahead.
him. You could try and take it from him, but there are a lot of dead antlions that tried to do that. I wouldn't.
Don't do that. Don't do that, boss.
Like Elijah at this point is kind of like just walking around. He did eventually put on the clothing that y'all took off the antlion off of Jordan. They're a bit big on him in like stature because he's very, very lithe in his frame. And very long, like if a giraffe was a person, sort of thing. But he's just kind of like going around, like just nonchalantly, and is picking up like random little pieces of bedazzle crystals from wherever and just like opening the card and like sticking it onto the card.
Can I say Roisin is like going around looking for clothes?
Yeah, you definitely can say. So y'all brought back a pet? Is that what happened? You have a pet angel now? Or fallen angel? Or
probably the being would object to that classification. But
Yeah,
then
we ain't
again,
got leashes or nothing involved. I think it was more. There was a point where A dozen or more people all died simultaneously through the singular actions of that individual that's currently picking up little bits of glittery things. And so we didn't want to like be rude, if that makes sense. So I don't know if that's an angel or not, because the angel was really big and that fella's, I mean, tall, but not as big. So maybe it's like an appendix or something. If an
Well,
appendix could talk and claw its way out.
full power angel or not, he sure did explode a bunch of people's brains. So,
Yeah, that was the, yeah.
Okay,
that.
so I know this is all important, but a boa or a sparkly hat?
Why not both at this point? I
Okay.
mean, yeah, this is an old theater, so of course we have all the costumes from when we did Fiddler on the Roof, and I prefer that over the costumes from Cats, to be honest. So,
Oh, that's an idea.
well, we don't need to Mr. Mistopheles Elijah, now do we?
don't we?
Are you sure? Because we have the box of costumes right over there.
Where is your
Good.
play library? That's Elijah. Of scripts. I would like to read them.
I mean, we probably have one, right? I would assume.
Probably a box around here somewhere.
Gordon's just staring. Looks at the rest of you. Where do you plan on keeping him? I need to keep him?
You
Where is it?
requested a heart. If something comes out of the chest, I'm gonna call it a heart. We have technically fulfilled your request.
No, there's no technicalities. Hearts need to be detached from the. Did you bring anything useful back?
Amon will hand over.
I have to pay rent.
I got a couple of vials of whatever was leaking out of the ears. If you want, I can work on getting this stuff. I think I might have a buyer, so.
We also grabbed all the weapons and anything we could grab off of a dozen or more dead antlions, so probably hawk those pretty quick.
I'm sorry, dead what? Did you excuse me?
I told you a bunch of people's brains exploded.
That was
You
the
didn't
brain
tell
exploding.
me it was the smuggling group of the city.
I
I
believe
thought
you
it might
fell.
have been the scabs. The ant lions? You all came back alive?
Well, our
looking-
brains didn't get exploded.
Right.
Yeah.
Metaphorically, perhaps. By
Okay.
I suppose.
the things we witnessed, yeah.
Wait, weren't we
Mind
supposed to come
blasting.
back? Weren't we supposed to come back alive?
It's a good
That's-
question.
I expect you to come back alive. I didn't expect for you to encounter the time. Okay, listen, great. Hi, and he gets up from his crate throne, to walk over to Elijah, and he's like, "Welcome to Tinsett Legion. I don't like you very much. Nobody does, actually." Elijah, and Corin is tall, right? But Elijah does tilt his head down to look down at Corin. It just nods, understands he's hated. Question. Since you're here, what does that mean for your domain? And then there's a long breath that sort of comes out. And he just says it just replies, "It is no longer mine to control. It was stolen."
So is that why you fell from the sky, or was that a consequence of you falling from the sky?
I was attacked.
Okay, well, here's your outfit. Let me find you some shoes.
I don't wear shoes.
Okay, well, here's your outfit.
Looks at like the feathered boa and sparkly hat. Puts it over his neck and then puts the hat on.
Yeah, she
top
would
of
have
his
like
head.
found like
Yeah.
something to fit him a little bit better, I think.
Oh,
Hopefully.
okay. It's thank you, it says. You'll have a
Okay.
moment to interrogate him if you want. Go ahead, Amon.
Okay. I'm just very curious. Not particularly well versed in the divine. How does a god get mugged?
Mugged of its domain. I love it. Elijah feels very self-conscious because now all of the eyes are on it. Like there's been a shift from law and order into chaos. And my law and order was what was taken. It is the will of the world tree, it seems. I no longer have a place within its weave.
Who was it that beat you up? Do you know their name, or they like get you from behind?
It was a group of adventurers, if that's what they call themselves. A fairy, phoenix, an otter, and a halfling. And a werewolf? Yes, a werewolf.
Okay. I have more questions, but I can't pick which one. Somebody else go.
I mean, I have many questions, but I feel the most pressing is what we should do next. Like, Elijah, I know you ain't my biggest fan, but what's the ideal plan here?
Plan for what?
For
I
what
don't-
you're gonna do now?
I don't know.
Well, I did offer a tour of the town.
That's as good a place to start as any. It seems like you down here in the dirt with the rest of us. So, housing, employment, taxes you can avoid. I mean, lots of things to do.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, this is not like Bob from Two Towns Over. This is the direct reason why a lot of people are very unhappy right now.
I thought we were
Can-
going to bring up Bob again.
Yeah, Bob's
Bob had
also
it
the
coming.
reason a lot of people are unhappy. I think all of us are the reason a few people are unhappy. So I'm not sure
Okay,
we want to
well,
start throwing stones around, in this glass house. But they're just Elijah from like 1,000 towns up.
Well, were we seen leaving the scene
I mean, directly, I don't think so. But I mean, we got seen walking into town.
I mean, if we was seen walking up minus one Elijah and then seen walking away plus one Elijah, people are gonna talk.
Do you mean walking away from the scene? Because I don't think there was anybody left.
Well, we came through a town to get here.
Yeah, you
Right.
had to go through the city gates and out the city gates, and they were like probably like about 2 miles outside the city. So like on foot is like a good hour to walk to and an hour back, right?
But
They
do
don't-
people know what Elijah looks like and who they are?
Probably not, but
Yeah, so we're good.
Oh, that doesn't mean we're good. I mean,
That does not mean that we're good. That is also
That's
important.
some
Why?
kind of optimism.
I have none of that. We have already seen what Elijah can do, and I don't even think that even scratched the surface. Who's to say someone else doesn't get on their bad side and perhaps get their brain evaporated, or maybe some other side effect of having your domain snatch pops up and I don't know, they explode or something in the middle of town. I don't think it's safe.
I'm not going to explode. Also, I'm standing right here.
That's true.
Talking about me like that.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were engaged in the conversation or not. You're kind of.
I can
drifting
still
about.
hear. I
You-
have
yeah.
working ears, despite the fact. Ow.
Why
That
don't we
little
let
guy
Elijah?
had a lot of it.
Why don't we let Elijah settle in a little bit before we decide what we need to do?
There you go. You hang out
Um,
with Corin.
Yeah, absolutely. You, I'm sure, both have a lot in common.
Yes, you gave me such a welcome when I arrived here, so why don't you provide that honor to our friend here?
Internally screaming. Like, internally screaming. I will figure it out. Elijah, Sandalphon, my liege, not sure. Eli, let's get you set up in a room. I don't have beds long enough for you in the attic, but I have an attic. And I would rather you not go out, and to the rest of you, I would rather you not mention that the most hated deity in the past 10 years is existing in my theater, please.
I have a question, out of character.
Yes.
What was Corin's reaction to when they brought Tressa in the box?
I think with him, with you, it was definitely. Do you want to do a flashback?
I sure.
Yeah, I think it's it was. How do I put this? He was way more interested and very kind to you. Like, when you woke up from your stasis, like very interested in what you were, who you were.
Mhm.
There were a lot of questions that were being asked to kind of probe your memory, to see what you remembered, only to come up short. But like,
Mhm.
when it came down to it, after everything was said and done, he wanted to keep you close because the last thing that he wanted was some other group or other gang to essentially have access to whatever knowledge you have hidden inside of you, right? For what
Mhm.
you are. So it's like, no. You can stay, Tressa. You can stay here. I
Mhm.
got you. You can keep your box under my roof.
Mhm. Mhm.
Hmm.
With that, if that's the case, Tressa will kind of walk up, kind of like in Corin's ear. It's like, Oh, who knows? Why don't you show him the usual hospitality you showed me, and maybe something will come out of that.
Yeah. I'll figure something out.
That is, unless that, your hospitality extends to only pretty girls.
It extends to pretty boys too, but you have a point.
Mm.
Until we figure out what to do with it, he can stay here. The last thing we need is a rogue deity roaming Blackstone, and again, someone else coming into possession. That's not the right word. In the company. I think, Elijah, we are the better company to keep in this city as of now. Elijah stands there and just sort of nods because in truth doesn't really have any options. And I mean, there was a really cute card, so sure. Turns to all of you, and as for the rest of you, you'll still get paid. Not as much because now I have to put up coin for another mouth to feed. But do you eat? Yes. Okay. Another mouth to feed. And that, that was the 6 coin that y'all had received from your payoff before. Y'all, I would assume that the 5 of you split it up between each of you and probably put 1 into the team coffer, or unless you want to pass it around and fight about it. Effectively now, we will be entering into downtime mode, but first, who would like to roll entanglement?
I should not do that because I did it last time and I rolled a 1.
Well, you did the engagement.
Yeah.
Yes.
Regardless, I think
You
I
should not
have
do
a
it this time.
No
Yes,
redemption for
it's
you. Okay.
true. Entanglement is just something that happens because whether you have heat or not, it's just a d6. And the thing is whoever is rolling it, the entanglement is going to happen to you. Like, the result happens to you at some point. So
I'll roll it.
you'll
Is
do
it
it, Rashid?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it a higher
huh?
or lower roll? What are we looking for?
It is a roll.
It is-
Like...
okay. All right. You got this, Janie.
We will find out.
Roll, sort of thing.
Yeah. So I got a 1.
Hell yeah. Oh, yay. Yes.
Okay, cool. That will happen as it happens, sort of thing. But as we enter into downtime, everybody has several options that they can do. You have 2 downtime actions per person. We'll go through a scene for each of your downtime actions. You could do them together, you could do them separate, however you want. Options that you have is 1, you can indulge in your vice to reduce stress. You can train one of your skills to get experience in them. You can work on a long-term project. You can acquire there's all kinds of shit. Assets. And also, did y'all pick your skill and or for your
That's
y'all
right.
did level up the
Oh, the crew? We did
Oh, yeah.
not.
crew. Yeah.
What should that be?
Yeah.
Let me go to the appropriate spreadsheet.
So Val, looking at our looking at our crew sheet, where would we be leveling that up? I see we've got our coin at the bottom. I see we've got our layer at the bottom right, and there's also the grid that's kind of on the bottom left-ish.
Yep. So the grids on the bottom left can be scores that y'all go after to expand territory if you would like. Like, that would be like a mission phase. Y'all y'all had a special ability that y'all have not put down because you should have started with a special ability. So, because y'all have leveled up, you can get another special ability from either your crew sheet or from another crew sheet. That's what those 3 like white spots at the bottom are for. Or you can start with but y'all don't have that either. Sorry, that was just leftovers. Or you can get at the bottom right, you can get a an upgrade to your crew down there. So like for your lair, like if you wanted to get a carriage, you would need to level up twice to check out 2. You can make your lair hidden. You can have orders. Secure your lair, secure your vault, secure your workshop. You can start training so that if you wanted to get any of those mind, body, spirit, or personal playbooks, essentially what would happen whenever you use your downtime actions to level up one of those, you get 2 experiences instead of 1. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay. So we've only leveled up once.
Yes.
Okay. I know we were talking about this a little bit in chat. I'm seeing if I can find that. Because Ark, I know that you had some good suggestions for it.
Imagine me remembering what I wrote.
You suggested counter spells, which I really like. I
Yes.
mentioned mentioned armory and artifact expertise, but counter spell especially as a survival measure. So, and then Lynn, you also agreed with counter spell. It sounds like counter spells.
Was counter spells the one y'all started with?
I think that's the one we kind of
Yeah,
like
y'all
leaned
already
towards when we
have
started
counter
have that one.
spells.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, then I will put that in our chat here, and we can pick something else.
Yep. Yep, and you can pick another one if you would like. Now that y'all have leveled up, you can pick another skill or upgrade.
Also, thank you to the person who donated for us to have rerolls, as evidenced by my engagement roll. We very much need them.
Yeah, y'all can think on that. It's not too important unless y'all were going to use your if you were going to level up in any training aspects. And the thing with mastery, you have 4 things there with mastery. Because as of right now, you can't get more than 3 ticks in a skill. But when you get check off for mastery, then you can start getting 4.
Can I ask a location question about these spreadsheets? If I were to look at the number of things that we can add as special abilities for this crew, where would I be looking at
You need to go into the
document.
The document, yeah.
It is
The lore.
The skin.
What page is it?
Or the skin and the Blades in the Dark playbook, because our skin only has 2 playbooks, but I am willing to use vanilla playbooks as well for the skills.
Okay.
And that also includes with your personal playbooks as well, not just your crew playbook. Yeah. But while y'all are y'all picking another skill or an upgrade? Because if you're gonna upgrade into any sort of in any sort of ability, then I need to know sort of thing.
I think if we need to talk about it, we can maybe not do the training upgrade now and pick something else.
If y'all do level up any training and y'all do pick an upgrade for training, then I'll just add the extra experience. It's not a big deal.
That works.
Kind of thing. Yeah. Cool. There is, let me just check real quick on downtime to see all the stuff that you can do. Downtime activities.
Can I suggest something before we move on from the crew, just to give it a thing in the brain for us to think about? If we get a training upgrade, we earn 2 XP when we train a track during downtime instead of just 1.
Right.
We already have the mind from our playbook, so
Yeah.
So body or spirit, we could.
Mind is marked. I lean more toward body because that's my character, and also like we have some squishier characters here besides. So that's my suggestion, but I am open to other thoughts.
I don't even know if I'm squishy. Like, what is squishy in this universe? You know?
Yeah, maybe that's just like, so we're looking at the body like categories, like brawl, finesse,
Yes.
sabotage, and stalk.
I mean,
so,
you don't have to tell me. I have nothing in that category. So
yeah,
you know.
so that's how I would classify in this world. Like the squishiness would be lower brawl categories.
So
but
you're informing me that I'm squishy is what's happening.
I hate to be the one to tell you.
Yeah, break it to me gently. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
I'm good with any training. Any training would be fine.
Cool. Arc, Janie, any thoughts?
My vote's for body training personally.
Body,
I-
yada, 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 yada.
I had that exact same thought. I'm so glad you verbalized that.
Yeah.
The same kind of broken. Janie, any opposition or any other thoughts to that?
No opposition.
Cool. All right. I guess we will upgrade our body training.
Sweet. Look at y'all. Good stuff. All right. Downtime activities. Let's go. Like I said, y'all get 2 per session. You got 2 through this whole session or until the next engagement, essentially. Things that you can do. You can indulge your vice. You specify how you indulge and which purveyor of vice you use. You roll the weakest attribute training, most enthralled to the vice. So you can reduce stress by picking your weakest attribute, which is essentially like for example, where's my character sheets? I do not have contacts in. Right there. Okay, so like for example, if Tressa, you were indulging in your vice, you would roll either your mind or your spirit because you only have 1 tick in those, right? And then you would reduce the heat by that dice. And if, for example, if you have, because you have 4 stress, and if you rolled a 5 or a 6, you overindulge. And stuff happens when you overindulge. And if you do overindulge, you don't get on your first action, then you don't get your second downtime activity. Just a heads up with that. Because you're essentially removed from, if I'm not, PC indulges vice for the entire game session. Yeah, essentially you're indulging into the entire session, right? Which you would, when I say remove from the session, I am not gonna like force you to not play your character, but you would not be able to make any like significant roles or decisions as far as like story wise, right?
And also Ava will kick you directly out of the call.
Yeah, and you'll bring in another character. You can train, so you can train any of your attributes or your playbook track. You can reduce heat, but y'all don't have heat this time. You can recover, so if you have injuries or trauma, you can recover from that. You can start a long-term project. Essentially, we will make a clock for your project and see how that works. Or you can acquire an asset, which could be a person, a contact, that sort of stuff. So there's lots of things that y'all can do in your downtime activities. And I do believe we are gonna start with Tressa. Which weirdly enough, like after everybody kind of like disperses on, like you're still at the theater because your box is there, sort of thing, and now you're with two divine beings as, you know, as you are. What do you want to do, Lynn?
You know what? I think I will actually train in cast in spirit.
In spirit. Okay. How does that what does that look like for you to train in spirit?
I think for her it looks a lot like she is looking for that book of scripts, but she comes across some books that we have, our little storeway books of like spellcraft and arcane nature. I think she's just going to flip through them and just kind of see if anything like feels familiar or starts to like kind of like click with her. Maybe try out some of the lower level, like kind of like a sort of like minor conjurations.
Yeah,
like
for
things
sure.
to kind of make the plants maybe
Do you find a
like
tarot
feel...
deck?
Yeah, I think there's maybe like
yeah.
She's not like 100% on like what's supposed to be in there, so it might be missing like one, but like she's going to try and like kind of see if she can connect on that level. Like she's been more physically like minded, and I think it's some part that like it's at the back of her mind is like it's just something that I'm capable of doing or have some familiarity that I'm trying to like dredge up.
Yeah. You're trying to see if yeah. I think like as you were going through the source materials, the books, like Corin has a lot of junk like over the time, so there's a lot of stuff to sort of go through all of this. You do sort of feel like that presence behind you as Corin's shadow just sort of like blocks the light coming in from the window as you were reading, and just leaning over you to like see what you're doing, annoyingly close to you.
Given up on being a you've given up on being a host for the moment. Didn't take very long.
I didn't give up. I did not give up. Like leans back. I did not give up.
Then what is he doing? What are they doing?
You know, I don't actually know how they like to be perceived, but I've been testing out he, she, they, it, and there has been no protest, so I'm just gonna continue that way. Anyway, Elijah Sandalphon, the former angel of new life, is currently playing chess with himself. Yeah. Does not have all of the pieces. But also, I came to see if they're just waiting for the box of play scripts, so I just came to look for them, and hold, here you are.
Yeah, I found them. They're right here. We have quite a few. But we also have quite a few of our archive isn't really archive if you can't find anything.
It's, I've been meaning to get to that. It's just it's so hard to find good help these days. Picks up the box. I mean, if you're not doing anything, you could always put things in neat stacks of alphabetical order if you'd like.
And how much would that be exactly?
Like how it's part of your rent here.
Is it?
Yes. And it would just make me really happy. And help me, please. It's so boring to just look at things with letters and numbers, and I don't want to be bored.
Yes, it's so boring to move things from place to place.
Yeah, it is. It's really boring. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but like I just end up in physical pain every time I'm bored. And
Yes, I know. You make us all it well known exactly. Yes, how bored you are.
You don't want me in pain now, do you? Tressa, you don't like to see me hurting, right? The fake crocodile pout that he makes at you. Like,
Isn't it the thing where like I think they're speaking kind of like back, kind of like
yeah.
she's not looking. She's doing the tarot thing. She's gonna do that like the thing where the head spins around.
Just her whole head.
If you'll give me a moment of quiet, I can see what I can do.
You're the best. I'm gonna go bring these scripts over to our little angel friend. Tall angel friend, little angel friend. I don't even know if I'm gonna call it a friend yet. And
just give it time.
Give it time.
I'm pretty sure your people skills will break that ice.
There's like a pause as he's like leaving you though, and he stops, turns and looks, and he's like, huh. Do you think contraceptives are gonna be needed? Again? And like leaves.
I think instead of like sighing, I think she has control of how loud like her movements are.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of sighing, like the process, like the motion of putting like a card down, you can hear like the joints move and stuff like that. And that's.
I love it. You go ahead and mark some experience in spirit, friend. You have trained your spirit successfully for your first downtime action. We got 3
I am training my spirit, and I am training my my constitution in withstanding, mental anguish.
that man. Like that definitely trained your spirit. Cool. Who would like to go next with their first downtime action?
I'm happy to.
Okay. What are you doing, Calamity Cain?
I think that he would like to reduce some of his stress. No, I don't have the most, but I still do have 6 of them, so try to get rid of some of those. His particular vice is stupor. He looks to get in fights, and he is happy to do those at the fighting pits, or if not there, literally anywhere else.
Well, where do you want to get into a fight at? Do you want to get into a fight at a pit, or are you gonna go look for somewhere else to get like a bar fight, a brothel fight,
I think if anything, he's looking to the fighting pits. He's got his friend Larry there, the burrower pugilist. Larry. Did have to look up how to pronounce, since it is the Gaelic spelling of Larry.
Yeah.
But I mean, he'll at least throw it over to Ammon as well. Like, hey, if you're looking to gamble, I'm looking to get the shit kicked out of me. So bet out of the way, you're probably right. But I think also on Cain's mind is the fact that he owes some blood, and so he's looking to spill some blood.
Yeah, that'll come up eventually. Amon, are you gonna go with him to the pits and gamble honor against your friend?
Yes, I absolutely will.
Sweet. We're gonna get the fighting pits are grimy, gross, disgusting, sweaty, bloody. Everything you would expect from them, and the money and the booze and the drugs flow in these spaces. You are no stranger, Cain, to this particular pit. you were sort of shoved off with the rest of the fighters. Does Larry fight with you, or does Larry just
I think Larry has been a combatant in the past, but I guess that's up to Larry. It's whoever's on the docket. He's not being particularly picky about it, but I think especially because he is looking to lose some of his own blood, he's maybe looking for somebody that's above like his weight class, maybe even above his station here. He doesn't have to win to indulge in his vice, and yeah, I think that's something that's maybe in the back of his mind.
Fair.
Yeah.
I think Larry's gonna stay with Amon, just mostly because I don't know, Amon, how out of place are you in this particular audience of folk? Do you feel?
He is and he isn't. I don't think this is Amon's first time here.
Right.
I think he's come here and gambled on the fights before. So I think he probably looks very out of place, but it's like if you have a bar and there's a guy, like a single guy at the bar who always shows up who's got like a crazy mohawk, but he's a regular. It's one of those things, I think.
Yeah, instead of a crazy mohawk, you have Carl. And sometimes, let's be real, sometimes Carl is just here by himself, so
Oh my God,
like
it's a
everybody
nightmare.
knows Carl. Nobody understands what Carl is there for. But he does show up, and sometimes just like to very particularly will show up. In fact, like at some point, even before Cain gets onto the field, there are two folks fighting, and some teeth get like knocked out, and like from your shoulder, Amon, like Carl just like jumps up and like goes in the middle of the pit and just picks up the teeth and like puts them in his cheeks and like comes back, spits them in his mouth, and is like, "You get back with this."
Okay, thank you, Carl. Thank you.
There's some root in this one. Didn't even have a cavity.
Oh, that's wonderful. Really good dental hygiene. Glad to hear it. Please, can you not?
I mean, it's
I
nice to
can't.
see. Nice to see that he cleans up. You know, some people have dogs that, like, you know, if you drop food, they pick it up. That's really nice. Bring them here. It's real helpful.
Right. Both of you, go ahead and roll your lowest attribute, please. I believe for Cain. There we go. That would be your spirit, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would roll 1d6.
Okay. As a 4.
You reduce your stress by 4.
Pretty okay. All right.
Pretty okay. Yeah, pretty okay. Did not overindulge. And I would even say with that, kind of going off of that, you do win your fight. So that you're up against. It's not an easy win, but you do win your fight. Amon, if you could roll yours now. I believe your smallest
also
is
spirit.
also a spirit, which is 1. Yeah.
Oh, that's a 6.
Hell yeah! Let's go! And I mean, you have 6 total, right?
I have 7, I think.
All right, so you reduce your stress by 6. And I would say because he won his fight and you 6, you do get an extra coin, Amon, from your gambling. So,
Nice.
yeah, go ahead. I would say you would have betted your coin, and because he won, you were able to get a coin. If you would have gotten like a 6, I would have given you 2 coins to split amongst yourselves. So, but yeah, you want to bet, so go ahead, friend. We got 15 more minutes. I'll hold it. I was like, man, I kind of have to pee, but it's fine. I got 15 minutes until break. We'll get another downtime action in here. Yeah, the two of you indulge within the night, both fighting, gambling, not having a bad time, honestly. Like, Cain's feeling a little bit better. And actually, this is what I'll end up doing. Sort of like later in the evening, because downtime doesn't necessarily happen all in one day. Sort of later in the evening, Cain, when maybe you're in like the back rooms, the lockers, where you're getting your stuff after the night is sort of gone. What you see next to your belongings is an inkwell.
Alrighty then. I think like throughout the night he's had like the standard hand wrappings over his knuckles and everything, and he's been intentionally, anytime he gets plocked in the mouth, he's wiping the blood with that. He's just gonna take those off and bring them out into the ink vial.
Do you fill it to the brim?
He's gonna, if it's not full to the brim, I mean, they could have asked for more, whoever it was. He might just swish around a little bit in his mouth and spit the rest until it's full to the top.
Delightful.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing happens when you put stuff in there or anything, like, but when you sort of, your gaze moves away from it, and you look back, it's just gone. It's just gone. All right. Actually, Ava, I need a break. It's a good time. Before we get to the other scenes. Yep.
Okay. We'll be back in probably about 10 to 15. Pet your pets, do the things, and enjoy our ad reel. Stick around.
Yeah. Hi.
We're back. You're doing it.
Hi. Okay. We came, we saw, we peed. All that kind of stuff.
Weechy?
Yeah, all kinds of things. Anyway, so downtime actions, we're still around one of this. We have Roisin and Cipher still needs to go, and we still have an entanglement to run into. So if it's cool, what I would like to do is Cipher, if you would like to go first, and then Roisin will do your downtime action that will lead into the entanglement, if that's cool.
That's fine. I just so badly need to get rid of some of my stress because I'm at literally the maximum amount that I can possibly have. And
you definitely, it's real bad. It's real bad. What is your vice that you are going to indulge yourself in?
Okay, so we had a conversation about this, and I don't know how this translates, but what I wrote down is different from kind of what we talked about.
Okay.
Because I put down that it's pleasure, but I think literally what it is sowing discord amongst people. Like,
so gossip.
Not even like harmful.
Yeah.
Like just being really annoying to people. I think that to blow off steam, Cipher just goes places and it's really an extension of her manipulate ability, because she just kind of walks into a peaceful bar and walks out and everybody is fighting with each other.
I will say, is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna walk into a peaceful bar?
I mean, I guess that's how we open, so it would be fitting.
Yeah. That'd be pretty. Yeah. Are you going back to Chrysanthemum's bar just because, or
I'm technically still banned from there.
You're still banned. But I mean, that doesn't mean you can't try to go back.
I mean, I guess if I fail to release stress, maybe it's because I got kicked out again.
You got a temporary ban. This could be forever. You could go. You could like go for the full on like eternal ban.
I feel like there's several places that I've been permanently banned from in this city already.
But
it's so insidious that I feel like people often don't realize it's happening. Like,
Yeah.
I just won't go there for a couple of months and people will forget. And then I'll be
Mhm.
like, oh, that was a weird night. Why was that a weird night? And the reason is because Cipher was there and Cipher made it weird. Yes.
So to answer your question, yes or no, are you going to attempt to go back to that bar? Or are you going to a brand new one?
I will
You
go
are.
to Chrysanthemums.
So, what did we call it again? It was in our notes.
I wrote it down because Derek said it in the recap.
Yeah. Something about the spoon, the joyful spoon, or something like that.
Spoon of joy.
Spoon of
Yeah.
joy.
Spoon of joy. The spoon of joy, which is a spoon you use for absinthe, by the way. Not meth. So, you sort of go back in this bar. Chrysanthemum is not working today. It's her day off. It's her son, her ward, you know, the little thieving darkling from before, kind of behind the bar. There's not a lot of other people there except for maybe like there's a redheaded woman like in her early 30s, early to mid 30s, that's sitting at one end of the bar, looking a little exasperated, and then there probably just one or two other locals like in a table, like minding their own business. And I don't remember what I named this kid, but we'll call him Antoine now. Antoine is like just stops and like stares at you. My granny said that you are not allowed back in here unless you pay your due, pay your tab.
Of course I'll pay.
Yep. Right
and
now.
then I think she just keeps walking. She just keeps walking to the bar.
Okay.
Like,
And
what is this child gonna fight her? Like, what?
He's
what
like
are you gonna do?
19. Yeah, he's like 19. Well, like in elf years, he's like 19.
I have an
yeah.
idea. As part of this,
Uh-huh.
can I start a rumor that the antlions, a bunch of antlions were killed because their brains just exploded because they drank bad whiskey at a bar. And which bar it is will depend on who I'm talking to at the time.
Yeah, you can do that. I want you to do like a fortune roll for that to see how well the rumor goes, and then we will do your. Actually, I'll just double your reduced stress as whatever roll. I'll double that up, I think, for one
Y'all,
roll
I
to
got
see.
3 rerolls. I'm here to play.
We'll see how that goes for our chaplain. Go ahead and roll who are you talking to, by the way, with these rumors?
The redhead at the bar.
The redhead. So, right, you go up to I guess you just sit next to her as she has like whiskey and stuff. She sort of like looks at you because there's like a whole bar of like empty chairs, and it's like, why are you sitting next to her? Like, sort of ordeal. Like, can I help you?
Oh, I'm just looking for a company for a drink. And I'll order another of whatever the redhead has, and also a drink for myself.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
I'm sad.
Gilly. Yeah, all right. We're doing introductions. Holly.
Nice to meet you, Holly.
Yeah.
Tell you what, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but you look like you're having one heck of a day.
You got kids?
In a manner of speaking.
Mine's I don't know what to do about mine.
Well, I guess that depends on what kind of trouble they're making.
Puberty.
Oh. Well, ain't nothing you can do about that. Except maybe, you know, little tough love.
It's not that simple, unfortunately. I made the mistake of cutting ties with the one person that could help her with what she's going through.
Well, what kind of help do you need, darling?
There's like a lot. So I'm just a person, right? I'm just a person. Mm-hmm. Her father is not. Didn't tell me that he wasn't. And when I found out, I left him. And now I might have a child that is not just a person. And I'm about to find out exactly what she is. And I am terrified.
I think at this point, Cipher turns her head so her green pupiled eyes are a little more obvious. Because she doesn't wear anything to disguise them, but I think she's pretty good at like misdirections so that they don't really get noticed a ton. And she says, well, I do know a little something about that.
Do you also grow teeth, fangs, claws, howl at the moon, rip out the throats of gnolls?
I mean, if given the opportunity, but I can't say it's a regular pastime of mine.
Sorry. I have had too much to drink. This is honestly none of your business. This is none of this is my fault. I'll deal with it. Should I write my ex-husband?
I mean, I can't say as to whether your ex-husband is a reliable source of information on this subject. I do myself have a couple of contacts who may have some experience in this area. Not specifically your variety of daughter's inclinations.
And she might not even have that. She might just end up. I just don't know. She's just
I'll tell you what.
Yes.
I'll give you.
Sorry. This is really. I am so sorry.
I know that lycanthropy can be somewhat of a taboo subject in some circles, but as I said, I do have a couple of very close contacts who may be willing to share their experience. I can't say for certain whether that experience will be to the good for your daughter because, to each their own, but I'm happy to provide an introduction, and she will give a card.
Okay. As you're handing the card off, though, it's a fortune roll, so there's no the consequences aren't gonna be violent. But go ahead and just roll me because this is also. Yep, it's gonna be technically your roll to reduce your stress, and you have 1 in body, so roll body for me.
So I'm just rolling 1d6, right?
1d6 as like a glass bottle is being like hurled at you from the back room.
Wait, and I want it to be lower than, right?
You want it to be high.
Higher. Okay.
You want it to be high. Yeah.
Okay, well, I can re-roll
right
this,
now,
right? If I need to, so...
Yeah.
And I'm gonna, because that was a 1, so...
Big yikes. Take a re-roll.
You know what? I'm gonna switch die. That one has betrayed me. We're gonna go with a different one. It's gonna go to jail for the day. Should I got a 3? Should I reroll again?
You can also do this again, by the way. You can continue. You can use your second downtime action to reduce stress again.
I'll take the 3 for right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
So I only used one of my rerolls.
Yeah, the bottle, the neck of the bottle catches you on the side of your temple. You don't take any kind of injury or anything. It just kind of like bounces off of your hard head as Chrysanthemum is like screaming at you. It's like, I banned you from this place. Don't listen to her. Leave my customers alone. And you are gonna essentially get chased out with a tiny little old lady, just with throwing,
just
hucking glass bottles at you. They're not empty.
That's just wasteful, honestly.
So wasteful.
They're just gonna have a ward just for you, just to like, like.
It's like in Supernatural, you put the Enochian symbols.
No. Yeah. I mean, I feel like this is a badge of honor in a sense, because I have created the amount of chaos that I want to. So I clear with 3 stress. Right.
I mean, there's always a good rotation of bars opening up and closing. You can't be banned from all of them at once.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like a challenge to me.
Nice. As the camera sort of pulls away from you being, Chrysanthemum being annoyed, you got tattled on so hard by her grandson. Like when the camera sort of goes over to where Roisin, what are you doing for your first downtime?
I think I need to indulge in my vice so I could get some stress back.
Oh yeah. Let's you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. You can't overindulge because you have 6, so that's good. And your vice is weird. What weird things are you doing?
I think Roisin likes to she seems to be fond of, really weird creatures. So is there a place where they hang out where she could like hang out with them?
Do you want to go? Sorry. That is that's Hal moving my monitor. Y'all can't see him, but he is now right here. Look, there's his little head. So do you want to go where all the monsters hang out?
Yes.
What? Do you want to go flirt with the monsters?
Yes.
Yeah, there is a swanky little cigar bar that is just called the Tooth and Nail. And there is it's where some people who don't, and Blackstone is like a melting pot of people, but there is also the line in Blackstone of like what is a person and what is a monster is a lot more blurred here than it is in other places. So lizard folk could be considered monsters, minotaurs, dragons, those kinds of things, compared to like humans, elves, halflings, dwarves, that kind of stuff. So it is a little bit more blurry here of what is considered a monster, but you do enter, and it's owned by a minotaur by the name of Andy, and he inherited. It's owned by him and his mistress, and you don't know what the fuck she is, but she's got a lot of teeth. And her name is Allie Fair, and you hardly ever see her, but Andy is there often. And do you come here often, I guess, is my
I think I come
question.
I think I come there whenever I need to relieve some stress, so probably often.
Okay, so you are a regular, which is adorable because, you're basically a halfling coming into and sometimes getting lost within the tallness and the bulk of the folk here. But again, it is a very calming space. There's not a lot of violence that happens here. But is there anything in particular that you're looking for to converse with, or are you just coming here to be around the weird folk?
I think just to be around the weird folk and to, be my, spread my sparkle.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll weird for me real quick.
Okay.
Or we'll roll your what is your lowest attribute, which would be body.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
1d6.
Okay, I got a 6 on the dice. And
all right, you reduce your stress all the way to 0. Congrats.
Okay.
Yeah, this works. This works in maybe it's the way that the tobacco and the whiskey smells, the barrels of bourbon. Blackstone is the only place that makes bourbon. Like on the whole continent, it only comes from there. It all just sort of indulges in and relaxes you. That being said, as you are at the bar, sitting quietly amongst the stranger folk, a presence slides in and sits next to you. When you look to the side, there's a big man sitting there. He's got like vestments on, dark-skinned, brown eyes, like this incredible, not necessarily like an afro, but like tight coils that are long and sort of come out to his shoulders. The weight of his hair kind of weighing those coils down. And he looks at you and he goes, "Why, hello. You're looking relaxed."
Well, yes, I am. Are you? I don't think I've seen you here before.
No, I don't come here often. But you see, the color has told me that there is someone here in need of it. Tell me, have you indulged in the color before?
Over the table. Has she?
You have no fucking clue what this man is talking about. He kind of looks like a priest, right? But like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Okay.
Yeah, this man is a little... I can't see my pen, but I'm making the swirly thing around my ear. Yeah.
Well, no, I haven't, but here, I think you need this. And she just tries to stick a sparkle on him.
Young lady, this is the most fantastic gift I have ever received.
I got plenty more where that came from.
Shall I give you a gift in return?
Sure.
And he reaches into his vestments and pulls out a chipped piece of rock. Like it's not like it's a little like obsidian almost, but like it's a little strange. And he sort of just places it, and it's not very big. It's probably maybe like a half an inch in diameter. And he places it on the table for you.
This is really nice. I love the color.
What color do you see? He asks.
Black?
Interesting. My work here is done. And he stands up and just leaves. Like, just leaves. And leaves like that rock there.
Okay, well, this is kind of plain, so I'm going to have to put some glitter on it
Mm-hmm.
and maybe figure out what this is, but
Roisin is a rock. Roisin is a rock. I'm gonna write it down in my notes. Roisin has a rock. Alright. Cool. Can't see my clocks. My rocks. So, anyway, let's go ahead and double back around to Tressa's second round of downtime. Tressa, what have you thought about as far as what you'd like to do for your second downtime action?
I would like to relieve stress.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. We love to see it. How do you relieve your stress, friend?
Okay, I got something.
Are we also weird, or are you still obligation?
It's I think it fits more with the weird, I think.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Okay.
just thought about, what's been happening today and the conversation, that little bit of conversation she had with Elijah. And
Yeah.
well, that's good. I can at least change something. And she's actually gonna get dressed. She has a decent, like, kind of semi-formal wear dress that she had been saving up for.
Okay. She
And-
getting fancy here.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
who else is Elijah still here?
Yeah, he's taken it upon himself, to Corrin's dismay, to sit on Corrin's crate throne. And has his legs like one sort of crossed over the other, not in like the like this, but the like this, if that makes sense. Sort of thing. And he is going through all of the sheets and the pages of the scripts that are there in the theater trope, and sort of thumbing through all of them, almost as if he's looking for something.
Find anything interesting in there?
No.
Hmm.
No. I'm looking for the last play that I saw. It's not here yet.
I thought about that, and I hadn't realized I can't remember the last time I went to a play. And I'm gonna change that today. Last one tonight. Still a late show. Wanna go?
Hello. I did not expect Tressa to ask the angel out on a date. He looks up, because when you approached him, like, originally, he hadn't looked up at you from the pages, but like now, like, his gaze, and he also has green eyes. The Funlandia, yes, go kiss the angel. Like, the green eyes lift, and he looks up through you, like these really thick lashes that are still kind of caked in sinew. He hasn't really showered. Like, yes, let us go to a play. And then stands up to go with you.
Excellent. Surely nothing complicated, or, there's no complications from this at all. Yeah, so she wanted to do this just partially because of that conversation, little bit of talk the group had with Corin kind of brought up like yeah, when she first was part of the crew, so maybe this will jog something I can find a lead on or something.
There's a very long, curious head tilt as it looks down at you. You do not know your origins.
No, frustratingly no.
Tilts to the other side, almost like sizing you up for a second. He just... If he had gears in his head, like you do, they would be turning. And you just see that in the expression. Like, he's trying to also figure out, like, does he know what you are? There's no indication that it has an answer for you. Like, the expression just remains neutral and albeit a little curious. What is the play tonight?
I honestly don't know. I just know they have a last showing at 9 p.m. Didn't think I had an interest before. I might still not, but figure I'd at least scratch something off the list.
All right. Let us indulge. Go ahead and roll.
All right.
As you were... Are y'all seeing a play in this particular theater with this troupe that works here?
I think
Or are you going to a different theater house?
I think she's going someplace a little more fancy, I think.
Gotcha. Okay.
See if that...
Yeah.
2. I rolled the 2.
All right. You reduce your stress by 2. Does Lynn ever re-roll to maybe in case she wants to try again? Just in case you want to do more than 2?
Sure.
You had 4. 2 is not terrible. I gave you the idea.
Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's see.
Go for it. Let's see where you're
5.
at.
Hell yeah. Overindulge. Do it.
Right, Lynn.
I spent the dice to give myself to make her trouble. There we go.
We love to see it.
Corn's so mad.
The place that you go to is definitely one. Your boss is like, wait, where are you? You're taking the angel. Okay,
oh, we don't. Oh no. We are not. We are sneaking out.
You're sneaking out.
I don't want to see. I mean, Tressa doesn't want us like Corn see like.
We'll say that sneaking out was definitely successful, but
yeah,
sneaking back in is going to be another story.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's
the two of you.
Hell yeah.
But the play that you see, is it's a sort of a like a romance, I would say. It is about a sculptor who can sculpt just about anything, and in a way, in the way that the conclusion to the play was the reason that he created such beautiful art is because somehow he had found the ability to turn people into stone, or to turn organic matter into stone, and he turned people into stone to make these statues. And the tragedy of it all was, in the end, he turned his beloved into stone. And died within grief from that tragedy. Only for his beloved's stone curse to have faded after his demise. And that is the and it's Heart of Stone is the name of the play, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Elijah, you're clearly enthralled. Like, this is the most fantastic piece of performances that you've ever seen in your life because you have overindulged. Like you are moved. Do robots cry? Can you cry? Like, I'm asking you, Tressa, can you cry?
You know what? Sure. Yeah, levels.
What does it look like? Like, do you just cry out oil? Or
I think it's like,
or, saline.
it's like, I think it's like liquid that's kind of the same color as the eye, kind of that green.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That
okay.
kind of bluish green.
That bluish green ichor.
Yeah.
But like, what the consistency of it? Is it like the consistency of like tears, or it's like a little bit thicker?
I think we'll say it has the consistency of tears. I think it can be.
Okay. So it does leave like that almost like radioactive glow that sort of like goes down your face. Is it and I'm assuming it's like a single dramatic moment here.
I think it's interesting the way that like her face doesn't necessarily betray. It's like it's very like blank, but there is kind of like that little like, I think there's that little kind of shaking in the eye, where you're kind of like extremely feeling, and you kind of like your eyes kind of twitch a little bit, and then a tear.
I think that like as that sort of happens, and y'all are maybe towards the back because the less attention that Elijah would get would probably be in the back and in the dark. But you do feel like as that thing just sort of that tear just sort of rolls down, you feel its thumb reach up and just wipe it up and off, like almost like back into the direction of your eye, and pulls away, looks at it curiously, and then Elijah puts his thumb in his mouth to lick it off.
And I think Tressa is going to, not in necessarily a way that she feels it, but she's doing the motion to see if she feels something. She's gonna put like, kind of like lean her head on his shoulder a little bit.
There's this stiffness to being touched like that. But there's no other there's no rejection, but there's no other forward movements, if that is
there's not like from Tressa, there's not one. It's just kind of like she slumps a little bit. Like there's not any other expression to it, so it's extra weird, I think, from both.
It's extra weird. It's extra weird. It's all very weird. And it will ask you, and you can choose whether to answer or now or to cut away from it. But it'll ask you, any memories now? Do you want to do a cutaway?
Yeah, let's do cutaway.
Let's do a cutaway.
Yeah.
We'll flash back to that at some point. Because maybe you will have a memory. Who knows? We're at Cain and Amon. Y'all could go separately or again, however y'all want to go, switch it up. If actually, let's do that. Amon, do you want to go before Cain this time?
Sure. I can do that. I think after the I think after nearly getting choked out, not his favorite experience. He takes some time and he thinks about it, and he sits in a quiet space with just Carl, regretting what he's about to do. And he says, okay, as part of this deal, you were supposed to be helping me.
Yes. Did I not help? I am the one who got you all of the things that gave you money.
Money's great, but I was under the impression that the help would take multiple forms.
Okay. What do you need help with right now? What you need help with? Carl here. Carl helped.
You know I hate when you talk about yourself in the third person, right?
Yes. Carl knows. It's a little chaos gremlin.
I have heard that there are ways to, I guess, expand yourself and to sort of enhance your ability to deal with the mystical.
I was about to say,
And-
are you trying to bulk? Are you trying to gain weight? Do we need to get you more protein?
No. I get plenty of
Because
protein.
you could
Thank
not,
you.
you were not shaking off that big guy very well. I wasn't worried about you because, I don't actually care if you die, but you worry about you, and you were having problems.
Yes, and it had occurred to me that maybe it might not be a terrible idea to learn how to fight, but that takes a little bit more time. And I figured, quite unfortunately, that whatever it is that you can do might help me defend myself in a more supernatural way.
I see. You want to protect, and it points to the middle of your, like the head of your chest.
Kind of the whole thing, actually, but yes.
It's right there. He continues to annoyingly poke with his very long finger at the,
what's right there?
the thing we all want, your soul.
All
or is
right,
it this?
well,
And he points in the middle of your head. Or is it this you want to protect?
I would like to protect all of me. Thank you very much. What do I need to do?
Get good.
I promise you, if I thought I could throttle you, I would.
What do you? One step at the time. What do you want to get good at first?
I figured it'd be like, I don't know, like maybe kind of cool if the next time someone tries to choke me, I could, like, I don't know, burn his hand or electrify him or throw sparks in his face or something, like.
You want to learn magic?
Yes, I would like to learn some magic.
You could have just said that. we went to this whole philosophical thing about souls and minds and bodies and
You
spirits.
did that.
And then you could have just said, you were so vague. You could have just said, Carl, how do I magic? And I'd be
And
like,
then, yeah, go ahead.
with yourself. It's within you. Make spirit fingers. Like mine. And he points over at you.
Disappear. Oh, look, you're still here. Obviously, if it was as simple as just wiggling my fingers, I'd be doing it already. So much.
He just poops out of existence for like a hot second.
I know you can hear me.
All over your walls, like 100 eyes just open up.
And I know you. I know that if I just asked for magic, you'd have said, what kind of magic? And you'd have been like, do you want to do card tricks? Do you want to do something else? And then you'd just make a bunch of cards explode in my face, or...
Do you want to use cards for your magic?
I would like to be able to defend myself against the next person who tries to kill me using supernatural abilities. Is that clear enough for you, Carl?
Yeah.
Are you going to show me how I might be able to access those powers?
What are you talking about? You've always had access. You just have to reach in and touch it. Mr. Firekeeper.
Not worried about that part. That's easy enough. It's the other stuff.
Listen, magic it's all connected to, the essence of yourself being made, and the ground and the earth and the ley lines and the world tree and its roots and its weaves. You just gotta tap into it. You can do it. Everyone can do it. Just gotta get good at it. Train. Look into yourself. Find it.
Thank you for
It's
nothing,
here.
Carl.
You're welcome. Are you training your spirit?
It's training his spirit, yes.
I mean, that definitely trains your spirit. Go ahead and roll. Or not roll, just mark experience and spirit.
Okay, is it 2 because we have... No,
Training?
we don't. We have mind and body. Okay,
Mind
yes.
and body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's one.
1.
In your
Yes.
mind.
Okay.
In your spirit. Yeah. Cool. Cain, what are you doing for your second downtime action?
I'm trying to remember. So, make a contact was one of them.
Yes. Let's see. There's some rules to this. Let's see. Where's my cheat sheet? It was on my cheat sheet. Right? Yeah.
Can I farm out relieving stress to somebody else so that I can train? Because that would be really convenient.
Just stress somebody else out so you can
Yeah,
de-stress.
it's
That's
just passing
kind of your deal.
along.
Yeah. Yeah, pay it forward.
Uh-huh.
All right. Downtime. Can y'all hear all that clattering, by the way?
Not really.
Okay, because my husband is cleaning the kitchen now while I'm streaming it.
Good for him.
Good. I
We
know,
have
I'm
to
very
encourage the cleaning the kitchen.
I'm just checking.
Even if we're not going to say anything now. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. All right, require an asset. You roll the rules tier to determine relative quality or temporary asset. Usually 1 score, 2 coin to add to the quality. So assets can be a a special item, a set of items, a cohort, which is a person, vehicles, or services, men, quality set by the GM. So here's what's up. So technically you're tier 0. Which would mean that you would be rolling to get an asset at a disadvantage. So
Okay.
you would roll 2 and you would take the lowest. You don't have... and you want specifically a cohort, right?
Yeah, my thought on this is I
Yeah.
had essentially already kind of done that with Kuroko.
Mhm.
And so I was going to formalize that as an actual, like, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I would,
okay.
I would say that high enough quality. We'll say Kuroko's kind of a given, but depending on like the quality of what you roll, I will say that it's not just going to be like who might directly comes to her, and she overhears, but the possibility of the brothel itself, sort
Okay.
of getting a little bit more information, sort of stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, go ahead and do the roll, and then we'll see how that looks like scene-wise.
Okay. That's, yeah, I was kind of hoping for exactly that. Like, yeah, more, maybe higher class information or expanding beyond Kuroko.
Yeah.
But we'll do a disadvantage roll here. Okay. That is a 6 on one die. It is a 5 on the other. So
That's
not
really
terrible.
pretty. That's pretty good.
That's
So
pretty good.
5 is really, really good, high quality cohort, so to speak. So yeah, the information that you're probably going to get out from this brothel, pretty much anything, probably from anybody here, would have some pretty decent information about lots of things that either you can acquire directly or you can even ask Kuroko to get for you. But how does this all like play out? How are we doing this?
Yeah, I think that he's going to return to the, what was it called, the Grand Oak, and he just check in. Just, hey, I know it's been well, feels like forever, but it's probably been just a day, so I'm not expecting too much return on investment here. But honestly, besides all that, just came to see how he's doing, and
Oh, that's so
yeah.
sweet. You're so sweet. I'm fine. It was since you left 2 days ago. It's been, I'm brand new, so the quality of clients is where it's at. But I'm okay. I am. I found a. Like, I have like a more permanent room now. I don't go sleep in the cots with the laundry people now, so it's great. I've moved
Moving up
slightly.
in the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
yes. Yeah.
Well, I'm mighty glad that you got your own room.
And I can use it for not working.
For sure. Yeah. Off the clock.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, this is a fine establishment you find yourself in. If I were to guess, the whole town be built up around this place, as integral as it is to the culture and the comings and goings, or perhaps more the former than the latter. But I'm glad you found yourself here all the same. I suppose. Well, another reason why I'm here is we. I'm glad that we could build a friendship, and I was hoping
We're
that.
friends?
I guess that's maybe an assumption on my part.
No. I do. I would like to be your friend. Yes, we can be friends.
Fantastic. Well, in that case, I ain't looking for no special favors or anything like that. But I know the last time we spoke, you were
I
mighty
gave you a
helpful.
special favor last time.
And I paid for that too.
Yes,
And
that is true.
yeah,
That is true. You did.
it was an exchange.
Also, always.
To be fair.
Yep.
But I was just wondering if there were any other things that you or the other people working here, ladies, fellas, or anybody else that might have, if you hear anything, good old Cain here, always got my ears open, always got my ear to the ground, as it were, and Yeah, just hoping we can build our friendship. That is, and if you ever need anything from me as well, I hope you know that I'm here to help. So this could be a two-way door.
Oh, that's so nice.
One of those swinging
Okay.
saloon doors, goes both ways.
Yeah, I mean, I do.
Well, yeah, same.
Great. It's boring otherwise. And besides it, the clientele just goes. Yeah, no, that's yeah, okay. Yeah, we can be wow, does that make us friends with benefits?
Sure. Non-specified benefits for certain.
Yeah. So what are you looking to benefit today, Sir Cain?
You know what? While I'm here,
Okay.
and again, if you ever need anything, I'm in that shit podunk theater down at the end of the industrial district there. So if you ever need anything, you can stop on by.
I've never actually been to the industrial district before. I really haven't been anywhere past like the pleasure district.
Wouldn't say you're missing much, but if you happen to get out and about.
Okay. Can you mark it on a map for me?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
He'll should have a map on the wall or something.
Absolutely. She just
Okay.
Well, actually what she does, she goes and she what she ends up doing is that she goes and opens up, like, because she's got a room now, opens up like a desk drawer and like pulls out like a map that she has in her desk or her vanity even, and as she even does that, you see this a rock falls out and sort of boop, 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 bounces across the floor.
You lost your pet rock there.
Oh yeah, a client gave that to me. I don't know, it's kind of strange. Just showed up this morning. All I wanted to do was talk. Which is fine. It's fine.
Oh, what color's the rock?
It's like obsidian.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've GM'd enough. I'll take the bait on that one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, it's
Mhm.
just nice rock.
It kind of gives me a funny feeling,
Okay.
to be honest with you. He gave me a funny feeling. The rock gives me a funny feeling, but you can't just. I figured I could sell it, but I don't know if there's like a rock collector that would want it. I don't even know what kind of rock it is.
Mind if I take a look?
You're half dwarf, so you would know. Like, and she's like, of course. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure there's
She's very
something to that.
excited. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, using my dwarven astuteness, can I ascertain the origin of this here mineral?
Are you gonna pick it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll something for
All right.
me.
I'll roll something.
It's actually going to be a defense roll for your mind, please.
Okay. I have. So let's see. I'll roll 2 dice because I have one in. I at least 2 in insight and then 1 in sharpshoot.
Yeah.
Cool.
You have because you have mind. Yep. It's in your gray, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is a 6 and a 1.
Great, wonderful. The 6 works.
Okay.
It does kind of give you a funny feeling, right? But nothing that, like, there's like a little tingle back there. Like it's not natural, right? But otherwise, doesn't feel very weird. As far as the quality of it, it doesn't look like any sort of rock or mineral. Like at first you're like, this is obsidian, right? But the closer that you look, you're like, this is unfamiliar. Like, you don't actually know what this is. Which, for a dwarf, is fucking weird.
Well, Kuroko, I'm taking a look at this, and I can't tell you it came out of the ground anywhere. I mean, as far as I can tell, it's a fake rock. It's not really a rock, so...
What do you mean it's not really a rock? It's not... It's a fake rock? How do you fake rocks?
That's a real good question, and I wish I had a better answer to that. I think it's something that looks like a rock, but ain't quite a rock, because as far as I can tell, it ain't a rock. And I wish I had a better way of articulating that, but yeah, it is a facsimile of a rock.
Okay.
Rock imposter.
Rock imposter. Imposter rock. Well, thanks anyway. You tried.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where you're going to sell it anywhere, but...
Maybe I can find a person that does jewelry, and they can make, like, jewelry out of it. He gave it to another girl, too. She got a bigger piece. She was really enamored with it. Okay. Real quick. For Val. Val has to pee again. And then we will do our last 2 downtimes after I come back. So, let me look at the time. All right, cool. I will be right back.
Okay. Pokemon discussion about Carl and Ammon. This is our time. Okay, so Ammon's the Pokemon? Is that what we're establishing here?
No.
Well,
No.
yes,
Feeling it.
because
Carl is
a
no.
comment was made in the chat at the end of your last downtime that
Yeah.
the Pokemon trainer has become the trainee, which
That's...
I think is sort of an Uno reverse, but I don't
but I don't-
hate.
It's like an
I do
early
hate it.
Charizard Ash situation that like Carl's too high a
Uh-huh.
level, and it's like gone one step beyond that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what are Ammon's
wait
4
for-
moves then? That's really what I'm curious
To
about.
wait for a month, so what was it? Mega evolution. That's what we-
Yeah, what's the
Oh my
Mega
god.
Evolution?
First of all, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if he's not... I feel like he's still a basic Pokemon.
Okay.
I also don't think he's learned all 4 moves yet. I
Interesting.
think
Okay.
he has... Ooh, what does he have?
Is one of them Splash? That's all we need to know.
He's not a splasher. He is not a splasher. I think he's got like 2 moves right now.
He's gotta have like tackle, maybe.
He did essentially tackled Jordan
Yeah.
last session.
Yeah,
I was gonna
okay.
tackle
So
or scratch. I think tackle maybe a little bit more. Okay.
tackle, I think makes a lot more sense. And maybe
Is there one that's like study?
I was thinking like foresight. Like there's
Foresight is good.
Yeah.
I could see
Yeah.
foresight.
Right. Bladder crisis averted.
And just last point, I feel very strongly that Carl is just a Mr. Mime who's gone way out of control.
Yes.
That's how I
Call
feel.
Mr. Mime,
Absolutely.
That's why Carl has a
Absolutely.
new voice every time. It's
Yeah.
not because
I also
can't-
love that.
I
I love that Carl's affectation changes every time, which makes
Every
him
time.
even more
That's
inscrutable.
on purpose. It's not because I don't remember what Carl sounds like. Carl just changes every time.
Yeah.
That's part of it. Cool. Anyway, so the camera leaves a brothel. You now have I will say that the brothel itself, pretty high. We'll say is a tier 2. For y'all, that's pretty high. A tier 2 information space for all of you.
And he will have marked on the map where their hideout is. Just
Yes.
Cool.
Cool. Kuroko knows where your hideout is now. Wonderful. Like, good for you guys. Cipher, what is your second downtime activity gonna be today?
So what I would like to do is I would like to train, but
Okay.
I do have 6 stress, and
Yeah.
so I feel that I probably have to deal
Live
with that.
dangerously, maybe. Who knows?
I mean,
Yeah,
the problem is that I'm looking at how close that is. Considering that some of my moves just allow me to take stress to do things.
Yeah.
I feel like
the great thing about this system is that stress is for everything. Like it is your only resource.
Now
Like-
I can push myself for free because I have prayer of protection.
Yeah.
Once per mission.
You should probably consider a little bit more rumor spreading somewhere else is how like
yeah
like
I mean, I've sort of started I've started a thing. I should finish
you started
it.
a thing. Yeah, well, I'll put it to you this way. You didn't start a rumor at that previous bar as much as you annoyed the fuck out of the owner, right?
I mean,
yeah,
true.
So
yeah, I'm gonna talk shit about the antlions.
Gotcha.
They had bad whiskey and their heads exploded. Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Cool.
So I'm
go ahead and roll.
Okay. I rolled a 6.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Okay.
You were that rumor is spreading like wildfire.
Great.
You knew exactly where to go to get it started. Or maybe you didn't know exactly where to go to get it started, but you said it and the right person that could spread it like wildfire heard it. And so that's what's happening. I lost my notebook. There it is. Sort of ordeal. And before you know it, like, within the week,
it gets back to me. I hear it.
It does get back to you. And the rumor has like changed slightly.
Of course.
And they were like, so that's why I found a brooch at the the way that it gets back to you is that the brooch of their leader Jordan was found at the entrance of the city near the industrial district, and that not that the antlions, so like one of like their biggest, like their strongest people, like leaders, is gone. So you didn't even say that Jordan was gone. You just said that they were. But like each of their leaders do have that brooch. And if y'all remember last time, I did say there was a brooch on his clothing, right? The clothing that y'all gave to Elijah, kind of thing. And so people are saying that they found that brooch.
I think as part of like the origin point for this is that Cipher just wanted us to be unaffiliated with it. Like there's no connection between the Dimes and and what happened to the antlions. But this is very pleasing for her. Because quite frankly, Jordan sucked, and that's all she has to say about that.
Yeah. Anything else you wanted to do real quick, or do you?
I mean,
cool?
I would like. There are many things I would like to do, but within bounds of this game, I have done my downtime activity, and I have no stress, which means hopefully that I will not acquire as much stress in whatever we do next, and I will be able to train next time. We shall see.
Roisin, what are you doing for your last downtime?
Okay, so I don't think that glittering the rock counts. So
Glittering the rock. I mean, you could, like, are you trying to start a project? Is what I'm hearing.
Well, no, because I just want to put glitter on. I don't think that would take like a whole project's worth of time.
Right. You could just do it to do it, but like, is there anything that you in downtime that you would actually like to do?
I
Sort
guess
of.
I could train towards a playbook advancement.
Yes, that is cool. With playbook, it is you would get 1 experience in your playbook, which I think is all you need to level up from what it looks like
Yeah.
to you, which is really good. So yeah, you can train in your playbook. What does that look like for you?
I think since I want to train to get the skill Invoke,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of like the spell I did before.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I like meditate to try to attract the magic to me.
Do you go back to your tree? Or
Yes.
do you... Okay, cool. Roll a fortune roll for me real quick. So just roll a d6.
Okay, 1 second. Please be another good roll. 3.
Okay, cool. It's a fortune roll, so like consequences be damned sort of thing. I just wanted to see like what was the level of stuff that might have happened. You don't hear that slow drawl of a voice of like an entity that you had contacted before, like, you know, accidentally or on purpose or whatever, the one that had you do that bargain. But you do get this sense as you're like sitting here under this tree and you have one of those rocks. When you look up at this tree, and it's not a conifer, it's a seasonal tree. I would also probably say it's like a probably a red oak of some sort. It's not fall. But as you're practicing your evocations and you look up for a minute, the leaves of those trees are yellow.
Well, that's new.
And then they're gone. Well, they're back to their green, their normal green color.
Okay, so maybe I was just seeing something,
Maybe.
right? Of course. Sorry.
Heck yeah. No, I understand, big guy. I gotcha. I gotcha. And you know, I would say collectively, all of this has happened in the span of a week, sort of say. You know, gambling, fighting, visiting cohorts, praying, causing problems in bars, messing with your eye of eyes. Takes about a week to get through all of that. And towards the end of that week, and Tressa, you are probably at the theater. And Cor and Elijah are there. Y'all could all actually be at the theater if y'all would like, but in the shipment of maybe costuming or stuff, Corn will open up a crate, and within the sawdust of all of that, there seems to be a manifesto of a ship. He's like, we might have a score. And I think that is where we will end the things in characterly for now. As we get through our experience here, because we like to do experience on stream so that we can all fight for each other. Let's go ahead and do the Tinsel Legion real quick with our questions. Did y'all acquire any new arcane secrets or relics?
Got a rock.
You got a rock. Well, there is a rock. Any auspicious or clandestine deals or new sales treasury? I mean, you did get a cohort, like y'all like the Grand Oak is an official tier 2 cohort, so I would say that is definitely a clandestine deal. You have a rock, don't quite know its secret yet, so
Am I
Fair enough.
correct in thinking that would require a project of some kind to work out what it is?
Probably, yeah, definitely requiring some projects would look. There's also a clock on it.
Where do we put
good.
cohorts?
It should be in
Is that on the factions page?
Yeah.
Okay. I added
If not,
the...
we'll make a spot for
Okay,
it.
Yeah,
okay,
I-
but are there googly
there's a
eyes in this
cohort
universe?
spot on the
Sorry.
thing. Oh, yeah, there
Are there googly eyes in this universe? Can I put those on the rock?
You can always put googly eyes. There's googly eyes in every universe.
That's a rock
I
fact.
have a super
fact,
important
you could-
question.
Probably just ask for the googly eyes from Carl. He will just pull them out of his body and give them to you.
Ugh.
Nope.
Don't take those.
Those eyes
Don't
from
take
Google.
those.
Super important follow-up question, which is who is
Uh-huh.
going to be the Elmo in the relationship with the Rock?
Hi,
My feeling is either Amon or Cipher, but I think Tressa is above such pettiness.
Yeah, they're not.
I think Cain is too apathetic to have a relationship with the Rock.
Yeah, unless the rock really starts stealing the spotlight, which was Elmo's whole problem to
Ooh.
begin with.
We found it. Look in Tinsel Legions. Contacts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Contacts.
Next
Oh,
to crew upgrades.
yes.
which I'll
So,
have gotten
okay, so we can add it there.
enough
Okay. I did add the Grand Oak Brothel to the factions page at
Cool.
the very bottom. So feel free to remove that if it doesn't belong there.
No,
but
that's even
otherwise,
perfect. And
I
I'll
will
green it
add
for y'all.
the cohort. So, okay, we can deal with that in a second. But it sounds like
yeah. And I believe that as far as faction goes, they will be a labor and trade. Good job. Wonderful.
Thanks. I
And
was-
tier 2?
brothels
Yep.
are weird. I was like, is that a labor and trade institution?
No,
or,
that's exactly
yeah.
what it is. And I'm gonna green it because y'all are
Or
in good
Underworld.
standings with them. So
Standings
which by-
and good lines
yeah.
down.
Yep. Cool beans. All right. So we're gonna start with. Normally we start from the back. Let's see who we want to start with today. Let's go and start with Amon. Since you normally go last, let's go with you first with your. Oh, actually, we didn't finish. Sorry, we didn't finish the freaking Trailblazers yet. Tinsel Legions. Okay, you definitely got one for clandestine deals. Did you contend with challenges above your current station? No. Did you bolster your queue's reputation or develop a new one?
I mean, I saved our reputation by blaming everything on bad whiskey.
Mm,
Yeah, I can give you one for that. And then expressing the goals, drives, or inner conflict in the essential nature of the crew. Did y'all do any of that this time around?
I don't think we really worked towards our. We were kind of goal-less a little bit because we were
Yeah.
dealing with Elijah at the beginning there and not really sure what to
Yeah.
do next with them.
There was a little bit of inner conflict between y'all and Corin with the and of course even with
For sure.
Amon, with like everyone hates this angel. Like kind of the reason why a lot of bad things have been happening. So y'all were kind of having a little inner conflict there. So I think I'll have 3 for your.
Well, I
Uh,
imagine there's
Han
going to be
has
some
made a
conflict.
great point, which is that some of us explored the desire to date an angel.
Well, and that actually was conflict, right? Because Tressa sneaking out is
Yeah.
conflict inherently.
Yeah, inherently, for sure. All right, true. Y'all get 3 total, I think, for your playbook, actually.
Cool.
All right, Mr. Archaeologist, let's go, Amon. Did you address a challenge with intellect and integrity this time, or integrity this time around?
I will say that Amon, hear me out. Amon bet on Cain because he knows Cain is solid, and then he made money off of it.
Yeah. Here's the thing: even if you didn't make money off of it, betting on your friend is integral. So there's some integrity in that. So you definitely got 1 for that for sure. What about with intellect? Because you can get 2 for each one. So do you think of the second one?
I'm gonna say that knowing to go to the familiar to try and unlock magical powers is thinking with your brain. There's nobody else who should be theoretically better to learn that from.
Sure. Yeah, you got it. I'll give you 2. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background at all this time around?
I think. Ooh, okay. I would like to maybe switch something. Perhaps the Carl conversation is more about beliefs, but for the intellect, it would be Amon pushing back against any sort of funny business with Elijah going out.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So far you have 3. Anything else for that the belief size, heritage, or background to get a
I don't think so.
Right. Well, you have 3 total then, because you did not struggle with your trauma this time, or vices or trauma this time around. Cool beans. Our chaplain. Did you address a challenge with conviction and leadership today?
I single-handedly saved our reputation from being associated with the
Absolutely
death of multiple antlions.
Yep. Nice. That's a good one. Another one you can bring up with that?
I mean, my leadership, this one's a stretch. But arguably, if by going back into the bar that I had been summarily kicked out of,
conviction.
conviction.
I would say that, yes, absolutely. Expressing your beliefs drives heritage and background. You kind of gave a little hint to your heritage to the redhead, so there is that. Yep, so I can give you that. Any other moment in time?
So that's what, 3?
Mm-hmm.
I think that might be it.
Cool. All right. If anyone has anything else, that's 3. Roisin, for your clairvoyance. Did you address a challenge with insight, or occultism this time around? You did go pray under your tree.
Yeah.
So there is that. Mm-hmm. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Anyone can think of anything for Janie in this, for insight, or I know, like, clearly the tree, 100%. Insight wise, what's up?
I was gonna suggest that Roisin choosing to spend her free time with sort of the, I guess,
With monsters.
With the monsters. Thank you. Is a definitive choice. I think that's worth something.
All right.
Yeah, I think occultism engaged with Roisin.
I almost feel like, I definitely feel like her choosing to go into the Monster Cigar Bar might be a little bit more into her beliefs, drives, and heritage or background sort of thing, especially with... I almost see you wanting to hang out more with monsters and that weirdness just so you can understand Sal a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like, and that's kind of one of the reasons why you tend to sort of lean into those things. It's like, I need to familiar myself with things that are almost not people or kind of people or not the same kind of people that I see.
I think after the whole thing with Sal, she definitely leaned into the weird more.
Yeah.
And probably why she kind of attached herself to the group.
Yeah. So it's 2 for sure. As far as anything else, I'm trying to think of the rest of the day and that opening scene in the bar at the tree. I think it might be 2 for you today.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it might be 2. And if we come up with something while we're talking in the background for things, we can do that. Cain, what we got, buddy? Force or courage? You did go fight someone today.
That is maybe not courageous, but definitely forceful.
Yeah, it's definitely, you did go fight someone today. So there's 1. Anything else? Forceful or couragey?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Cool. Your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background at any point today? You looked at a rock.
Looked at a rock. Yeah, I was gonna say background-wise, maybe the half dwarf there. Engaged. It's it's beliefs, heritage, background.
Beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Yeah.
I did give up the blood. I'm not sure. That's not necessarily a belief, but maybe a drive.
Yeah, I can see it as like, yeah, you gave it up. You gave it up pretty easily. I would even say that's, yeah, for sure. That's 3. Think of another one for the first one, maybe. No force or courage.
I don't think it's particularly courageous to visit a brothel you've been to before.
No.
You
kind of asked her out, which I don't know. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, there's layers to that. There is facing down your boss after a score and going, well, pay us all the same, I guess.
That is true. That was a little, yeah, I'll give it to you.
All right.
Can I make a case for another one for Cipher that I just thought of?
Yeah.
Dealing with heritage, talking to someone whose child is also half supernatural.
Something. Yeah, part
and
supernatural.
Making a connection.
You did make a connection. Yeah, go ahead and take another one.
Yeah.
Cool. And last but not
was,
least,
was that 3 or 4?
You have 4.
4. Cool, thank you.
Yeah. And last but not least, Tressa. All right, Tressa, did you address a challenge with athletics or stealth this time? You snuck out. You snuck out.
Snuck out.
You
I
snuck
my
out.
spell. Yes, definitely snuck out. Snuck out.
You snuck out. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background this time around?
Yes.
Yeah, like talking about not having your memory and not knowing what you are and where you're from, that kind of stuff.
I tried to kind of like make Corin like be a little more hospitable by like bringing up,
Yes.
oh, this is how you found me.
Yes. And you struggled.
Oh
with
yeah,
your
I don't know.
dice.
Overindulging
will always get you an experience
Yeah,
point, so you have
I'm pretty
4
sure.
as well.
Did Corin like we were caught or thinking back?
Yeah, you struggled. Yeah, you probably got caught coming back.
Oh, that's gonna make.
It's like, did you just bring the angel outside when I told you not to?
Why you dress like that? Why? What?
An actual freak, like Corin's gonna crash out.
Oh,
but
he's gonna crash.
luckily-
Yeah, he's gonna crash out like.
Gonna crash out. Does not want that kind of attention in his house. Cool, but yeah, you definitely got 4. But yeah, that man,
he's gonna hate that angel even more. It's like,
listen. There's actual, you didn't have to worry. You weren't denied children. Like, we don't even know if you can make them. So it's not your problem. It was everyone else's. Sort of thing.
Angel, what the hell?
And then there you go. And with that downtime action, that is us ending on time. Exactly.
How many XP is that?
4. You get 4 as well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. You get 4. So yeah, we're done. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for joining us for another Nightmares on the Frontier. We will be taking next week off, so don't miss us too much, and we'll be back the week after that. Yeah, let's have these wonderful people say more about themselves and where you can find more of them, and then we'll do some channel stuff, and we will wrap up. So, Lynn, if you don't mind starting us out.
Hey everybody, I'm Lynn, Gremlin art pretty much everywhere on socials. You can find my art there, and what else I'm doing for the rest of the week. Yeah, so actually this next coming week, on the 8th on Valdrianth's channel, we're gonna be playing do part of the Extra Life marathon. We'll be playing at 3 p.m. Eastern, the City of Espers, with Neoncaster as our GM. It's a psychic game of get to play Telepath, which is one of my favorite things. I can't wait. It's gonna be so excited to play that for a good cause. And that's pretty much it for me.
Fantastic. Next up is Ark.
Hi, I'm Ark Dragonbreath. Ark Dragonbreath all over all socials. Feel free to follow me if you want to or not. That's cool. I don't mind either way. It's not, you're a free entity. You can do what you want. I will not be on anything during Extra Life weekend, but I will be hanging out places during Extra Life weekend, so I'll look forward to seeing people in the chat. I may, emphasis on may, try to actually start streaming again.
Yeah.
So I may do that on Sunday next week, but we'll see. So check on BlueSky. I'll definitely let you know there. Otherwise, spend your weekend hanging out at Extra Life. Val, do it.
Oh yeah. Next up is Gilly.
Speaking of spending your weekend hanging out at Extra Life, Val and I will be hanging out virtually all weekend on her channel for all the games. I will be running a game of Definitely Wizards on Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific. I will be I will be in the Devil's Dandy Dogs run by Sword and Keys illustrious mayor. And then the next day I will be at 4 p.m. in Go Boldly Go with Dax, and those last 2 games will both be with Val, who is right here in one of these directions from me right now. Some direction.
That way.
That is where I will be next weekend. And then on Sunday I will sleep. That is the plan. If you would like to find out other things that I'm doing, you can find me at Gilly on almost every social. And that is where I update things. And you can now see the VODs of the last 2 charity games I run. I ran a game of Stacks of Goblins yesterday on Roll for Good. And truly, it was 5 o'clock in the morning, and this is like truly the most unhinged game I've ever run on stream. It's a great time. We raised money for Trans Lifeline, and then prior to that, I ran a game of Definitely Wizards on Nerds with Dice. So if you just can't get enough Definitely Wizards, I ran that with Pun, who has been in the chat. We love Pun. Who was a devotee of the flying spaghetti monster named Lena, which is short for Semolina. So that's the tone that we're setting. That's me.
Great. Next up is Val.
Or Janie. Let Janie go.
Oh, Janie, go for it.
It's okay. I understand.
I just always go last.
I'm Janie, Janie Potts on BlueSky, and I am actually in the Extra Life. I'm playing in one game and running in one. I'm running and playing in Gilly's game, and I'm running a Monster of the Week game, and also running Monster of the Week Thursday on Singularity Roleplay. But it's just a different game than the one I'm running on. What is it? Friday, Saturday? One of the days. It's in my calendar, I swear.
This is also how I feel about Extra Life Weekend, so I completely understand. It's all in the calendar somewhere.
All right.
Oh, me.
Val?
Hi guys, my name is Valdrianth. I produce TTRPG stuff for me and my friends. I don't know if y'all have heard, but over on my channel next weekend, I'm doing an Extra Life Weekend marathon for 9 games over 3 days. We're starting 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Friday and ending at 8 p.m. on Sunday Pacific Standard Time. So it's 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. essentially for Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's a lot of games going on. Most of these people's faces will be on, if not in chat. One of the things to do, there will be chat rewards for everyone there for each game. On top of that, I do for the months October, November, and December match my my sub points with $1 USD donations to my own to the own charity, which is BC Children's here in British Columbia. And on top of all of that, I have like my regular shows that are not going to be this week. They'll be next week. But I will have on my Discord channel, if you're not in my Discord, a application for Thirsty Sword Lesbians will be going up this week. So my friend Jess is going to be running that. And I'm not going to play. I'm just going to produce for my friends. So if you're interested in some Thirsty Sword Lesbians, check out my Discord. If you're not already in it, let me know. I'll put you there. But yeah, that's me.
Fantastic. Thank you again to this wonderful cast and to Val for running this. Val, I need to be better with this. Does also the artwork that you can see on the screen as well as the promotional materials. Massive shout out to Val for that. And a special thank you to Eva, who has been our producer for all this time. I need to do a better job about thanking them for those things because it's hard work. Yeah, we'll probably post some of the artwork here because there's some NPC artwork that's pretty great as well, and we can probably start posting some of that with Val's permission to our Discord as well.
Of course.
So for all of Sword and Key stuff, I should say I'm Derek Sword. I use he, him pronouns. I'm the Sword half of Sword and Key. Sword is my last name. It's awesome that you can't have it. For all of Sword and Key stuff, go to beacons.ai/Sword and Key. You can find all of our links in one neat, nice place. Right up at the top is Twitch. If you're watching this live, you're already there. Go ahead and give us a follow if you haven't already. If you're watching this later on YouTube, that link is also on the beacons. Go ahead and give us a follow, subscribe. I don't remember what you do on YouTube, but you can do it there. If you scroll down a little bit more on Beacons, you can see some of our socials. It's Instagram and BlueSky. We also have links to our Discord, where you can see some of that art. You can also see our application, which is currently open, a casting call for an Invisible Sun long-term campaign that is being run by Mare, previously mentioned Mare. So, if you ever want to play Invisible Sun, if you've never heard of Invisible Sun, it's weird. It's
crazy.
It's a wild game of like just like if Surreal was made into a TTRPG, it would be Invisible Sun. It's made by
Salvador Dali, the game.
Oh, that's a really good way of describing it. And I think a lot of the characters are just like melting clocks and weird giraffe people. Check it out. If you ever want to play Invisible Sun, if you ever want to play a game on this channel, check out the application. It closes later this week, I believe on the 8th. So don't wait. If it's something you've ever wanted to do, throw your hat in that ring. And, you know, if you don't get cast, it's not the end of the world. And there is a little box at the bottom where you can check to, like, oh, I'd like to be considered for future games. And we always check those. We will have applications out in the near future as well for our December games. We're raising money for Project Hopemas in December, so we'll have a number of one-shots for that. This game in particular raises money for World Central Kitchen, and you can find links to all of our charitable organizations also on beacons. You can donate at any time, and if you donate in the middle of the week, it just gets paid forward to whatever the next game is. So please consider donating it. So it's a pretty great organization that we're in support of, and your money goes towards a great cause. If you are looking to save a little money for yourself to get some cool things, we have some discount codes for some great affiliates like Hit Point Press. We have an affiliate link with them. They make, you know who they are. They make Hubblewood and the animated spell cards, some Griffin Saddleback books, tons and tons of TTRPG stuff. They have plush music licenses, all different like TTRPG, STL acronyms. It's there. They also have a Kickstarter right now for the TTRPG Shift, which is fully funded, but there's only like less than 5 days left to back. So if you want to bring a really great TTRPG to your table, Shift is that TTRPG. Highly recommend backing it and getting yourself a cool copy. We also are affiliates with Eldritch Foundry. They make custom minis, no matter how weird and wild, normal and mild your TTRPG character might be. They have thousands of options for species and items and everything else. You can use code Sword and Key for 10% off your first purchase, or you can use our affiliate link if you're going to be doing some 3D printing. You can get a 3-month subscription for $19.99. So check it out. We also have discount code Sword and Key for Long Dog Dice. Jen at Long Dog Dice makes incredible dice sets like this one, which is our Horizons Call die. There it is. Has a Sword and Key logo on the D6. You can pre-order those or any of the other Horizons Call dice right now. Again, use that discount code. Jen also does have custom dice forms. They're not any more expensive than any other dice set, so get your perfect dice set today. For other things, the links to Monster Crush, the podcast that's part of the Sword and Key Network, is also on Beacons. Monster Crush podcast I do with my friend LD. It is a bi-weekly bisexual pan-teratophilic podcast about monster love. We did just have an episode come out around Halloween about Frankenstein's monster and how much he deserves love. We'll have another one coming out this coming weekend, so check that out wherever podcasts are found. That's pretty great. Let's take a look at our calendar real quick here. So today is the 2nd. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time, we have the next episode of Summer in Carcosa. It's our Monster Hearts 2 game. It is raising money for Trans Lifeline. Check that out. It's monstrous camp counselors, finding love, uncovering mysteries. It's pretty great. On the 4th at 7 p.m. Pacific time, we have the next episode of Gate Night. It's where Shadow LD and I play Baldur's Gate 3, currently the only video game streamed here on Sword and Key. Someday we'll finish that game, but Act 3 goes on for years at this point, so we're just chugging along. On Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Nope, at 4 p.m. Pacific time, but it is the 6th. Numbers mean things. We have Z3K, Zenith 3000. Fantastic cast. Alex is the GM over there. They're raising money for Doctors Without Borders. It is episode 2. If you were able to catch our original Zenith campaign, was like high fantasy, religious trauma kind of deal. We don't do anything like that around here.
No.
No, I've never heard of it. Z3K takes that same world, that same city, and even some similar characters, 500 years into the future to a cyberpunk, and like took it away from D&D, made it into the Cipher system. It's really great. It was a great first episode. They've already introduced a Beholder AI like firewall system, which I think is pretty good as they're trying to hack into stuff. It's great. Check that out on Thursdays. On Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, we have our last Sword and Tea for a little while as we kind of quiet things down for the holidays. We are talking about 8th Day of the Week along with the creator Amir. And then at 3 p.m. Pacific time, we have the next episode of Horizons Call, which is back in the swing of things. Again, on Sunday, we're a little quiet around here, but we do have a new episode of Monster Crush coming out. And then we're back all the way around again. We do have movie nights also on our Discord. Those are every other week. Our next one is at 6 p.m. Pacific time on the 14th. We are doing The Tale of Princess Kaguya, which is, I believe, a Studio Ghibli movie.
Yes.
We've been doing a monthly Ghibli watch, and that's the next one on our list. So yeah, that is it. We are going to be raiding to Tabletop Misfits tonight, so go spread some positivity over there. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and until we see you next time in a couple of weeks for this game, be safe out there in the old dusty trail.
Let the bellows blow. Let the fire